Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike Green. I'm one of the owners of 1A Auto. I want to help you save time and money repairing and maintaining your vehicle. I'm going to use my 20+ years experience restoring and repairing cars and trucks like this to show you the correct way to install parts from 1AAuto.com. The right parts installed correctly. That's going to save you time and money. Thank you, and enjoy the video.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the rear brake drums and shoes on this 2001 S10 Pickup. This is the same for any S10 Pickup or Blazer that has rear drum brakes. Tools you'll need for the job are jack and jack stands, lug wrench or a 19mm socket with a ratchet or a breaker bar, a large hammer, a pry bar or a large screwdriver, penetrating oil, brake spring tools, or I actually use Vise-Grips and pliers can work, and some white grease or some anti-seize grease, and a small wire brush. Start out using a 19mm socket, take off the lug nut covers, and then remove your center cap.
Okay, if you don't have air tools, then start with your vehicle on the ground, take that cap off, and then loosen the lug nuts. Then raise and support your vehicle and remove the lug nuts.
And run a little faster here as I remove those lug nuts and then remove the wheel and tire.
Okay, with the wheel off, my drum moves, which is good. Use a little bit of penetrant, just make it a little easier. And then there's two little locking tabs on here. These are basically just to put the vehicle together. They put these on here to hold the drum in place. You just grab onto them with pliers. Now you just break them and pull them off. Okay, I'm pretty lucky. It's nice and loose. If you get here and your drum seems to be stuck on here, what you want to do is take a big hammer and you want to hit right in here really hard. Okay, and that'll help pop this loose. Okay, now you want to pull the drum off, and this can be difficult. Shake it back and forth, turn it. Okay, once you get it to there, sometimes use a screwdriver, pry on it a little bit. That comes off. Okay, now you want to take this apart, and they do make correct tools that make this easy, but most people don't have all the correct brake tools. I use a pair of Vise-Grips if I don't have what I need. You lock it onto the spring. Carefully pull it and let it go. Take that spring off. And then what I like to do, take the vice grip off, and I just put the spring right there. And that way when I get to my new ones, I know which colors go on the front, back, etc. Okay. Next one is this one here. Again, I'll lock onto it. Okay, pull, and this one you want to pull out and up. Okay, take it off. Just like before, down there. Take a screwdriver. There's a little spring under here. Pull that spring out. Take this lever and pull this lever right off. Now the shoes are held on by these here. Okay, these are pins that go right through the back side. And let's see here, and come out right here. So you want to hold back here. I'm holding back of this with my finger. And you want to grab on, push, and twist. Okay, that comes off. Okay, right back here. Pull this out. Pull this off. Okay, same thing here. Hold the pin in the back. Okay, comes off. Comes out. Okay, at this point, you can take your brake shoes off. Okay, there's a little arm that separates that there. Just put that right in the middle. Okay, bring your brake shoes down. And then this arm right here is your emergency brake lever. Okay, it just comes right off like that.
Okay, here the red arrow is pointing to the wheel cylinder. You want to make sure you check this, check each end of it, make sure there's no brake fluid leaking out of it. If you see any leaks or detect any leaking, even if you just kind of see that some of the brake dust is moist around it, that indicates a leak, and you'll want to replace it while you're at this step.
Okay, this spring was on this lever. It was on that end of that lever, so I'll just put that back on there for reference. Put it right back there. Okay, next thing I have to do is I need to take these apart, so I just go like that. Okay, I need this adjuster. Interesting. Take that adjuster off. Okay, you need to make sure that this adjuster is nice and free. And I'm actually gonna screw it out some. Use a little wire brush. Just clean those threads off some. Okay, that's nice and clean. Okay, I'm gonna take a dab of anti-seize. Put it on there. Okay. And run that back together and put it all the way down and in. Take that off. Just a little dab of anti-seize on there. Okay, so that's sure to stay nice and spin easily. Okay, so you can see I'm going to use a new hardware kit. Okay, so I've matched up everything. Okay. As well as I matched up the correct new spring for the adjuster. Okay, now I'm going to take my new shoes. Okay, the rear one's always the one with the larger pad. Put them down correctly here. Okay, you put your adjuster into the rear shoe. Okay, and then this spring goes in so that it doesn't hit the adjuster. Okay, you put that spring in. And basically just take the shoes and go like that. I'm just going to take a little bit of that anti-seize, put it right onto those places where the shoe contacts. So I'm ready to put my shoes on. I'm going to take my emergency brake bracket and I'm going to feed that into that triangle slot right here. Okay. And just spread those apart. Make sure that bracket goes in. I like how it did. There it goes. Okay. And now our shoes are kind of in place. Okay, so first I'm going to take my new pin and put it right to the back here. And then through my shoe. And now my new spring assembly. Grab that with my Vise-Grips, put it against the shoe, push it on, and twist. Make sure it locks in there well and it's seated well. Now I'm going to take my adjusting arm, put it in with the new cup. Again, put my pin through the back, and find its way through here. Make sure that's all in, all together. New spring, and you use the shorter spring on this side. Make sure it's right in the cup. Push on. Turn. Okay, now take this on there, put it up on that pin there. Okay. Now pull your shoe out. Okay. This is your emergency brake separator. Put it in, back in there. Okay, pull your shoe back in, lock it in place. Put the spring in, rotate it up. Grab hold of it, nice and tight. And pull. When you have to pull quite hard on. Okay. You want to make sure that this is all pushed in. Take our other spring, put it in. And up. Hold. Put it up on. Okay, make sure this is all seated well in there. Should be with those springs on. Okay. You want to put the small end up over that tab. Back in. Okay, nice new drums from Untitled. You put them on. Okay, they're going to be nice and loose. If you want, take them off. And then with your adjuster, okay, moving it up, you can expand the shoes a little bit. Try your drum again. Okay. And then keep adjusting until it goes on with a little bit of drag. Make sure you clean up all the old parts.
Okay, here I'm going to speed it up, put the tire on, thread the lug nuts on by hand first. Then I'm going to use the impact wrench just to tighten them up preliminarily, torque them to 100 foot-pounds, and then put the cap and lug nut caps back on. The rear brakes adjust by when you back up and press the brakes. They adjust a little bit, but you always want to test your brakes first before road testing. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.oneauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.